Hey, Justice and Sydney, how you guys doing today?
Good.
Hi.
Good to see you. Oh my God, you were both so good in this, and boy, did it ever make me think. And Justice, let's start with you because there is a lot to unpack in this script. What was your initial reaction, and were you a little bit nervous?
No, I was very excited. The script was incredibly thrilling and enticing and sexy and all of the things. And I agreed to do the movie after I read 40 pages because I was so taken by it. And then when I read the end and I saw the different twists and turns, I just knew that I'd made the right choice. Yeah, it really just kind of speaks on like this modern day issue of comparison, of
Yes.
of looking at other people and comparing yourself to them and all the insecurities that come with that, and thinking that the grass is always greener. And I just loved kind of like that allegorical spin that the story had. And that's just a testament to my
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it opens up a huge can of worms. It's not just about looking in people's windows. I mean, you can equate it to today looking on people's social media,
Yeah.
you know?
Right.
So, Sydney, I was going to ask you, I mean, to get into the mindset of Pippa, because boy, does she ever have a roller coaster ride. And you did a phenomenal job in this, I got to say. How do you wrap your mind around playing a character like that? How do you prepare maybe in any way?
Well, so I couldn't let Sydney myself judge anything that Pippa did.
Yeah.
So in on Pippa's choices, I needed to keep myself very separate from the decisions that she made, so I didn't go into the actions and the scenes in a biased sense.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about, I mean, I understand when you play a role, you write books about them. Like you really get into what do you write about Pippa, like to kind of justify maybe what she does or
Well,
not?
it's like it's quite complicated in a sense. I literally create her from the day she's born. So it's every memory that I could possibly think of that creates a person,
Wow.
from what her childhood room looked like, from what her locker in high school looked like, friendships that she had along the way. So it's not like one particular thing that creates someone, just like all of us. It's not one particular thing that we think back on that is, oh, this is who we are.
Mhm.
There's many things that build up to certain parts.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I do those all.
No, it's fascinating to me. I think it's wonderful. Like, wow, good on you for doing it because it obviously it shows in your work in everything that you do. So congratulations. Justice, I gotta say, it starts off kind of fun. You look out the window and it's like, oh, we can see through. I mean, if they don't have curtains, fair game, that's the way it is. But then you start to think like, okay, how do you feel about this? You know?
I think I think it asks a really important question, which is, how much permission do we have to watch people when they don't know that they're being watched? How much permission do we have to people's uh, privacy? Like, I think that's like a really interesting concept that we're exploring in the film. I think that Thomas and Pippa definitely approach like staring at their neighbors differently.
Yes. Yes.
While it starts off as a joke and it's just what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's like naughty, but it's like playful. It's kind of dark, but there's a word for it, but I can't. It's
That's
all
okay.
those things.
Yeah.
And then when it kind of turns serious is when Pippa's and Thomas's idea of what they should do next differs.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Sydney, for you, just trying to justify what she does. How do you feel about not just looking in people's windows, but about social media. I mean, you guys are big stars. You guys are like the White Lotus, freaking amazing. I mean, unbelievable. And you're so good in this, and just everything that was created around the White Lotus and all the talk and all the social media attention. But the two of you are on huge shows. You know, you do a lot. We could peer into your lives. So how do you feel about that with social media?
Oh,
you broke up. You broke up after we could peer into your lives.
Oh, well, how do you feel about quickly, Sydney, about the social media aspect?
I think it's a complicated matter because there's good and bad in social media.
Mhm.
There's an amazing voice and platform that you can speak on, but then also it's very detrimental to our health because of how insecure and judgmental we've become because of it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you guys are so good in this. Thank you. It's really a good thought piece, honestly. And you both did fantastic performances. Thank you for your time today. I really appreciate it. Have a good
Thank
one.
you so much.
Bye, guys.